Hi guys, and well, that caught us off guard.
It did, didn't it? We went into some sort of like space continuum there where it repeated itself. But welcome Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, 2 o'clock, Alakazam live with the lovely Peter Nardi.
And the lovely Dave Loosely.
There we are. We've got lots to talk about today.
We have got a lot to talk about. We have got some of our Blackpool releases we're going to be talking about.
Ooh.
I want to have a little bit of a discussion about the new Opus book test.
Oh, yes. Did you bring in the other?
No.
Ah.
But we'll discuss it and we'll chat about it. I'd like to see their opinions, actually.
Yeah.
And hear their opinions, should I say.
Yes.
But also new newsletters in, more about that in a moment. And
we've got a quiz this week, you'll be glad to hear.
yes, we've got a quiz this week. Thank you to Darren Martin.
There it is, over there. Crowd.live, and then event code is A6GSR.
Right, there seems to be a few names here as well on the chat that I don't recognise. So guys, if you haven't joined us for a live before, if you get your iPhone or iPad or whatever it is, go to that website, type in that code, you can join us for the live quiz, and the winner will receive... It's up there.
There it is.
Reach it.
This
Can you reach it?
lovely mug.
Can you get it?
I'm getting old, Pete.
Not as old as me.
Well, there we go. Beautiful. You can only get this mug one way, and that is by winning this competition. And this week, I might say, well, I'd say you'd have a little bit of an upper hand. Well, yeah, a little bit of an upper hand if you are a member of the Magic Circle or have knowledge of the Magic Circle, because this week's quiz has been created by
Darren Martin.
What is his position? He is the man.
Yeah, he sort of looks after the Magic Circle, doesn't he?
Yeah. So do, if you are a member, get involved in this quiz.
Oh, the lovely Neil Henry's here.
Hello, Neil. We've got
Hello,
Darryl
Neil.
Rose out there, Sean Dunn, Dan Ives, Ian Raymond Walker, Mark Waddington. We'll speak about Mark in a moment. Peter Pelican's just joined. So yeah, brilliant. Thanks for joining us. 45 of you watching on Tuesday afternoon. It always blows our mind that you're all out there watching us. So thank you for your support.
And you're managing to sneak out of work
Yes.
or whatever you're doing to watch
in
it.
the cubicle. But yeah, Mark says, do you want a Blackpool quiz for next week? Yes, absolutely, Mark. We'll take one of them. No problem at all. And shall we? Where do you want to start this week?
Shall we just mention this?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So, guys, if you are unaware of what heirloom is, trust me, just buy it. It's most probably one of the best
There you go.
effects I have ever performed. It's a brilliant effect by Colin Miller and Jamie Badman. Alakazam Magic released the original, I would say, over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe even about 12, 13 years ago. Maybe even longer, we released the original. It was the only effect that Kenton Nepper gave permission to use in his principal one. I think there's another one now, but we were the only effect that Kenton actually gave his blessing to. But then a few years ago, about 4 years ago, Jamie and Colin shared with me their brand new presentation. It was something that they were doing and they had kept very, very secret, and it was called Emily's Revenge. And I tell you, it elevates this trick 100%. And even now, as I'm talking,
I was going to say,
I'm reliving when I read the script, and the hairs on the back of my neck are standing up, and
It's
that's
chilling.
no word of a lie.
It is chilling.
Such an amazing story. Now, the reason I'm mentioning it is this has been sort of not out of production, but in short supply. We've just had Heirloom come back in, Emily's Revenge, so you can purchase that on our website. But we have about 60 that now include the brand new Whitechapel wallet.
yes.
That's it. So you can buy the complete package. I think it's £85.
You get everything.
And you get everything you need. Now, bearing in mind, the wallet itself is going to be about £65 when we get more in, but we won't have more till June or July.
Yeah, so they're only with the actual product at the moment. They're only
Yeah.
with the trick, and it's part of the London edition. Obviously, we've been releasing our wallets in a beautiful brown now, and this is the brown version of the heirloom wallet. So it comes with everything you need. Everything's packaged up in there. You get all of the letters, the cards you need to go. There's DVD in there as well, and of course the wallet. So it's a full package, and a lot of these have already gone. People who know the effect have already gone for the new wallet. So yeah, do take a look at it at least.
Yeah, because it really is great, and it is one of those tricks. You don't need a deck of cards to perform it. It's a story-based routine. You could do it as a throwaway, name any card. And produce it, but the beauty of this is for that moment where you've got 5 minutes to sit down with someone, and you're just going to blow their mind and freak them out. But this also comes with the original heirloom. It comes with Emily's Revenge, the brand new heirloom. Plus it comes with loads of bonus material on PDFs, loads of additional images for different routines as well.
There's a question, and it is the new wallet the same as your wallet in terms of function, or are there new features? Or other features?
No, it's the same. It's the Heirloom Deluxe wallet, so it's the one that comes with a different coloured stitching inside, so it makes everything easy to do. You can still show the wallet empty, but obviously because it's part of the London collection, we've gone for a high grade brown leather. And the thing that I found, that I find about brown leather wallets compared to black, is brown leather wallets age nicer. In effect, that not that they stay better for longer, but they get darker and they look more warm.
I think they have a nicer feel as well. I don't know whether that's just
the leathers. The leathers are a higher grade, but it's great.
So there's a couple of people asking about the quiz. If you're new to these lives, we have a interactive quiz that you can do from your phone, from your tablet, whatever you're on. Just open up another page and go to www.crowd.live, and it'll ask you for an event code, and today's one is just up there. It's A6GSR. Type that in and it'll put you on a holding page, and as soon as we start the questions, we kind of pepper them throughout the live, throughout the hour. As soon as we start asking, it will pop up on your page, and I explain very quickly, the quicker you answer it, and obviously getting it right means the more points you can get. So the longer you take on answering it, and if you get it wrong, it means you're going to get the least points. Sorry, can't speak today. So yes, what have we got?
We've got someone, who is that? Steve Justice, saying thank you for the John Carey free video that we sent out.
Is this still available?
It is still available. So guys, if you didn't spot the email, we're giving away lesson 1 of John Carey's fantastic Zero to Hero 2 course.
3 hours and a bit, I think, isn't it? Of free magic.
Yeah.
So, there's still people out there that don't know the Academy. You hear us talking about it, and lots of people go, "Oh, you say a lot about the Academy," but we'll say to them, "Oh, what is it?" And they don't really know. So this is the best way, the easiest way for us to give you an understanding of what it is all about, is to give you a little gift from us to say thank you for your support. So if you haven't got it yet, is it just on the site? You just type it
It's under the Academy section, so it's under up and coming courses, and it's also on the front page. So you can get that free lesson today, and also his Zero to Hero course has been reduced in price for the next week or so. So if you enjoyed lesson 1, there's 5 more. You can get it at a reduced price, and also
after. Is that right? And an after show?
There was the graduation.
The graduation.
Yeah, so they'll get that as well.
Brilliant, and that was fun as well. That was because the course is obviously if you're new to card magic, or even if you've been doing it for a while but you want to really learn a bit more, it's taking you from no knowledge to full knowledge, or good knowledge. And then the graduation was almost like a lecture from John, so you get all that as well.
And you know what? With the Zero to Hero, we had a few members from the world famous Magic Circle that were watching it signed up to it. The amount of emails we had from people going, "Do you know what? I really enjoyed it because it reminded me of so many things." And even myself and Dave, when John was going through it, we're going, "Oh my God, why don't I do that anymore?"
Yeah.
And there was a few times where, I mean, there was one time that John fooled me with his key card placement.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
It's such a great course. It really is.
The thing is, in this day and age, you're always looking to the next new trick. You know, you're always looking at what's new, what's coming out new, and it's very easy for that knowledge that you had of cars just to slip away a little bit, and you end up just doing the same old things, like an ambitious, a double lift, and all that sort of stuff. But actually, when you start bringing back to life what you do know and what's in the back of your mind, it just opens up so many more tricks that you go, I need to redo that, I need to do that. And there's a lot of stuff on there that you would not have seen as well. Like there were still bits in there that I was going, oh, blimey, that's such a great idea. You know?
Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, so shall we start with a couple of questions on the quiz, or shall we talk about news now?
Shall we start with a couple of questions?
Yeah, I would say. So this is our Magic Circle related quiz. If you're not a member, do not fear. I think you could use a little bit of luck, really,
and guesswork.
And guesswork. You'll be okay. So, shall we have a look at the first two questions?
We will do. Here we go, guys.
Get ready.
Fingers on your buzzers. Question number 1 is...
In what year was the Magic Circle founded? Was it 1904, 1905, 1906 or 1907? 04, 05, 06 or 07? Andy got this one right?
Yeah.
I would probably... I know what I would say, but I'm not sure. Number 2. Who was the longest serving president? The longest serving president. So was it Ali Bongo, David Devan, David Berglass or Francis White? A, B, C or D? Oh.
And one more.
Yeah, should we do one more? Question number 3, guys. Who was the first winner of the Magic Circle close-up competition? Was it A, Ali Bongo, B, Bob Reed, C, Michael Vincent or D, Paul Daniels? So, last couple of seconds. And that is the first 3 questions. So if you're new to the quiz, it's really quick and easy to use, as you've seen. And we always go to the leaderboard after 3 or 4 questions. So now we're going to see if we recognise any names from the Magic Circle on the leaderboard. Shall we have a look and see where we stand?
Right, Daryl. I presume that's Daryl Rose.
Yes, there he is. Top. Good man.
Then we've got Simon Kelly and we have got Tom Rolfe.
Right.
So well done, guys. But everything can change. Everything can change. But that's a big lead already Daryl's got. He's got nearly 100 lead already.
Yeah, he's only dropped 32 points there. So he's got them really quick and right. So, Daryl, you're doing well on that one. So we will come back to the next 3 questions in a moment. But obviously, Tuesdays are about you guys. Get your questions in if you have any Blackpool related questions. We are bringing stuff to Blackpool as well, so if you place in an order and you want us to bring it with us, let us know in the comment section of your order, and we can sort that out.
Yeah, and obviously if you want to do that, just choose the free shipping option or pick up from store, it's called, but then put your note in and we'll bring it for you, so you're not going to pay your postage, obviously.
That's it. And especially if you're travelling over from abroad, might as well use that as an opportunity to get a decent postage or free postage. Right, so a couple of people saying we're not doing well on the quiz, all that's difficult. It's one of those things, isn't it? It's that every week is more or less difficult for someone, and this week, if you remember the circle, you may have more knowledge there. So,
well, I must admit, I found this one quite difficult.
Did you?
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, I probably got one of them right, and at a slow pace as well. So. But it is one of those things, isn't it? It's like, you know,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I know if Will Houston was watching, it'd probably be 300
He would answer them
points.
before they come up.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got a new newsletter. If you're a regular, we've got a lot of people that are collecting these, and we've got people that swap these as well, that get double ups and stuff.
I'm going to see if I can NDI it. So let's see if Chris can bring me in. We will see.
Just see if I've got any questions here. Bitch should offer a wooden mug for us. Chris Harding's joined. Nick,
hello, Christopher.
Nick Locapo.
Hi, Nick. Sean Dunn was on there.
Yeah, Tom Wright, Chris Wild, and lovely job. Okay.
Are we not getting this, Chris?
No, you're not coming up.
Oh.
No, that's a shame.
Oh.
I can show it up to the camera. That's no problem.
Okay.
So every month we have a new newsletter. There's always sections in there from all of us here at Alakazam. It's myself, Sarah, Andy, John Carey has a trick in every issue, and HS is on the back. You're on the front. The only one that's not in here is Jenny.
Yeah.
She works too hard. She doesn't have time to write anything for us. But we need to get a little section in there for Jen.
And actually, Harry's section is quite interesting this month because it's all about social media.
Yes.
And how to sort of get up on things like Instagram and Facebook, because obviously as a magician or as any business, social media is becoming very, very important.
Yeah.
And Harry has been researching social media, how to get people to interact with you and everything else. So he put some tips in there as well for you guys.
And then you've got John Carey's trick. I speak a little bit about practice and how important it is in magic and how people don't really do it these days. And then Sarah's section
is on the
kind
Academy and your lecture.
And my lecture. It's kind of a wrap up of the month, isn't it? From Sarah. So yeah, there's Pete. See him there.
Old little Pete Potter.
I think he's gone for a Harry Potter theme this month. So there's Peter.
Because of the Blackpool Convention. Because of the Magic Convention. That's why he's done.
That's his
loose
link.
There's the Blackpool Tower.
Right.
And the Big Wheel.
Yeah, but what's the relevance of Harry Potter?
It's the Magic Convention. So all the wizards will be going to Blackpool.
Right. That's nicely crowbarred in. And then everyone else is pretty much as a wizard, as you can see. I'm just a hat. I'm just the
You're
sorting
not
hat.
just a hat, you're the sorting hat.
I'm the sorting hat with glasses, I don't know if you can see that there. But and then Harry's on the back looking like Ron Weasley. But these are great fun, and yeah, people are collecting these, but ultimately there's always great advice in there. I read through these every month. And,
I was just thinking when Harry showed that to Jenny and she went, "Oh, do you know who you look like in that?"
This is true as well. Like this happened about an hour ago.
Yeah, just going, "You look like Ron Weasley."
He's like, "Mum, that's the point." That's the whole point. But these get put in with your order, so they're also digital. Is that right?
Yeah, this one isn't yet, but it will be within the next week or so. So if you've missed any of these, you can actually download them from our site in digital format. Thank you to Chris, who does our live editing, who actually converts these into digital PDFs or whatever it is.
Beautiful.
That he does with his mad wizardry. So we've got some trailers, I think.
Yes, and then we're going to be talking about our new releases. We're going to drop a couple more questions in as well, so stay tuned. Grab yourself a cup of tea and sit back and watch a couple of trailers. So, what are we looking at today?
Actually, I'm going to ask. There's a new book test on our website called Opus. I like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you've seen the trailer, this is a question from me to you, and it's not saying I'm thinking one way or the other. I'd like your opinion. Do you feel the price of that product warrants what it can do, whereas I can do the same thing with the Oasis book test?
Yeah.
For like 40 quid.
Yeah.
But I'd like your opinion. And this isn't me saying that one is better than the other or that is that. But does it warrant it? That's what, is it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
is
you mean.
it, sometimes you see a trick and you think, you know, it cost 500 quid, but I could have done that for a tenner.
Yeah. I'm going to generalise magic here and not just aim it at this, but some electronic magic is, I think, created for the fact that it is electronic
and clever
and the fact that we're moving forward, you know, really as a culture, everyone, it's always progressing, and you know, technology is moving forward and advancing, and as that's happening, I think you go, oh, I could do that with that technology.
Yeah.
Not that it really needs to happen because we can already do it, but do you know what I mean? It's like it's difficult. It's a difficult position to be in. If you know both effects, then I mean, I have my opinion on it, and
well, I'm trying because when I first saw it, I thought, oh my god, that's really neat.
Yeah,
it's really really cool. But then the more I was thinking about it, I was thinking, but what else is it giving me?
Yeah.
What else is it giving me? You're still asking for the.
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
You still need to know the page number.
Yeah.
Which is ultimately the tick if you didn't, and you could just straight away go. You're thinking, and it will tell them you're looking at page number. But you don't. And for Oasis, you need to know the page number.
Or if you go for saying like All About Eve or Mother.
Yeah.
Any book, or sorry, any page.
Yeah.
Any word.
Yeah.
And you've got it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind your opinions on it because I know there's going to be some people that go, do you know what? This is the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting to hear what people.
I also think that it comes down to what I speak about in here: practice, time, and dedication. Because All About Eve or something like that, you need a little bit of time just to put them in your mind. Whereas this pen is saying, like, ultimately.
Yeah, you can do it
instantly, out the packet.
See, that's the nice thing about Oasis as well, is when I dem it at the stand, I teach the person how to do it before they leave. You literally learn it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. I wouldn't mind hearing your take on it and what you think of it, because personally, I'm a big lover of book tests. I've said it for many, many years. And I think a lot of magicians don't understand the power of a book test until it's either performed on you or you see the reaction that you get from a lay spectator.
Yeah.
But a book test is a very, very, very powerful thing. So it'll be very, very interesting to hear your thoughts on it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, go on.
Just on the whole book test thing, because I don't do a lot of mentalism, but I recently, a couple of months back, picked up Streets by John Archer, and I put it into my show, and because the whole show's magic, the moment that this kind of happens, I bring the tone down a little bit and go, I want to try something that looks a little more, and then boom, straight up.
Yeah.
And the reactions it gets are not wow and amazing, they are gasps and shrieks of like, how on earth did he know that? So I think the book test, they massively have their place. And for me now, I don't want to perform without it because I think it has nice, like a shade of light and dark in the act. But yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing how people buy into it.
The thing is, I've said for many years that I think there's a big difference between magic and mentalism. And I think if you, as a magician, we perform magic. And I think the psyche of our spectators know that somehow it's a trick.
Yeah.
I think with mentalism, there's still that question because people still go and see psychics.
Yeah.
People still believe that people can read their minds, people can predict things, and people can do these things. So I think when you start performing mentalism, there isn't that understanding or that easy thing where they can go, oh, it's a trick. It must be they can't say it's gone up his sleeve because you're not asking for anything. You're not doing anything.
No.
So I think book tests are very powerful, and I think Opus is very powerful. I'm just wondering whether it's worth that much more. That was my question. But
let me have a little read of what people are saying. So
Michael King said he's got Mother and it's really hard to beat, and I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I use Mother with Ultimate Flashback, and I think the two together are absolutely perfect.
Dan I says, part of my problem with book tests where you need to ask for the page number, people can just assume you've memorised the book, while a good feat or show of skill is not really magic.
It really depends. I think that's down to presentation, and I think if you've got a decent sized book, actually I'm going to run next door while we've got Run's mostly pushing it. I'm going to walk next door when we got a trailer on and bring in an Oasis book test, because when you've got a book that thick, the other beauty is with something like Oasis is the way I do it is I sort of get someone to hold a book, and I'll ask someone else to pick a number, maybe 2 or 3 people to pick a number, and I'll say just choose one of those people.
Yeah.
Okay, turn to that page in the book. So now it's sort of forgotten anyway. But then I can name the first word if I want, or alternatively I say, do me a favour, just stick your finger somewhere in the middle of the page. Is there a word around your finger that will be easy to show something, maybe starting with a capital letter or something like that? There is. Okay, just think of it. And now I'll give you the word.
Yeah.
I mean, how clean is that? And it's, I think, any sort of, and I think Dan's right, I think with certain book tests, if they're not performed correctly, people will put it down as a memory feat.
Yeah.
But I think if you do it, I think that's all to do with the reveal.
Yeah, yeah.
If I turn around to you and say, okay, what page was it? 326, we had boy.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking of it.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas if I say, just concentrate on the word on that page for me, just view it up there, just see it on a big board. Okay, it's a short word I can see, yeah? Just think of it. And now, I'm not memorising it.
Yeah, you're reading it.
I'm reading your mind, you know?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great little debate, and we'll run next door. We'll bring in one of the ones that we're talking about as well here. So yeah, loads of your questions coming in. Thank you guys, we appreciate that. I did miss a couple. Let me just have a quick look through here. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to look through these while we do a couple more quiz questions, if that's all right.
Yes. Well, should we play a trailer?
Have you got Opus then?
Have we? We haven't got the Opus trailer, have we, Chris?
No. Oh. Okay.
What trailer have we got?
Got Wall Street.
Yeah, let's play that. Could
cool.
you download the Opus one?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so this is a trick that's just gone on pre-order. It went on pre-order last night. It's called Wall Street. Take a look at this.
I'm Julio Montoya and welcome to my own multiple build changes. This is Wall Street. Wall Street is an amazing trick, but you can change any currency of bills multiple times, and the best part, you don't damage the bill, you can pay with all the bills and it's full examinable.
So that was Wall Street. I actually saw the explanation video for this. Murphy sent it through, and it is very clever and actually is practical. You do have to do a bit of an art attack moment. That's the only thing I would say. But it's like anything, like Extreme Burn or any of those build changes. You do have a makeup on it, and it will take quite a lot of cash because I think you're changing through 4 or 5 notes. Yeah. But you can end clean, and you do have the ability to then take apart the gimmick, so you can spend the cash.
What about plastic notes?
It's a good question. I don't think really it would matter too much because you're not seeing each of the notes too quickly, and then as soon as you start hitting the 20, and then you go into, as soon as you hit the 20, you're good, aren't you? Yeah. But I don't see it being a massive issue, but I haven't tried it myself to give you 100%.
Cool.
No.
So, these were the books we were talking about. So this is the Oasis book test. And I mean, that's a big old...
It's a big old book.
That is a big old book.
And what's cool about this as well is it has been written as an actual book that you can buy. Hasn't it? If
someone was to search on Amazon for the Oasis book test, they can actually buy a book of I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was short stories with a feel-good factor or something. So, but it is actually up there if anyone Googled it. And this book test, I will guarantee you, the problem with a lot of book tests is they take a lot of work. This book test you could learn in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. And if you were to combine that with something like All About Eve, which is another lovely book, then you've got 2 books that you can do some amazing mind reading with.
Yeah.
And that's All About Eve is quite expensive. I think that's about 120, whereas Oasis is about 50, I think. So both of those together would only cost you like 150, 170 quid.
What I love as well is that the combination of the two give you a lovely presentation where you never miss. You're always hitting, which is really nice. So, yeah, I definitely recommend the book test, 100%.
And the thing is, the reason I like putting things together like flashback, and this is exactly what you were saying there, with certain book tests, there is certain key bits. If anyone, I'm not going to say what the method is or anything, but if anyone knows the mother, they know that you need one specific piece of information.
Yeah.
Now, if you use something like Oasis with the mother, you ask someone to name a page number, they turn to that page in Oasis. The other person has just opened the book randomly to any page and thought of any word. Now you try and read their word, but you get it slightly wrong and then realise, no, it's your word that I'm picking up. So now you've got all that information you need.
Yeah.
And you've got all that information. So anyone that's thinking, well, you know, he might have memorised it because he remembered a page number. Well, he didn't give me a page number. And then that way they start to sort of cancel each other out, which I think is very, very nice and very clever, because it's, even if, like flashback, you're holding it. If you're doing flashback and you're doing the mother, if someone goes, yeah, but he was always holding the book, well, he wasn't with mine. They cancel each other, you know.
There was a question just away from that and back onto Wall Street from Steve. Is this okay with different size notes? Yeah, it is. That's actually one of his selling points to it, is that you can go from different currencies and sizes of notes. Obviously, when that's happening, just bear in mind you wouldn't be doing it at fingertips. You'd be holding it more like this, so without giving anything away. Every time you do a change, you're not necessarily clean to show like that, if that makes sense. But you can change through different notes.
Cool. There was a comment here from Will Magic Man saying there's quite a few people watching, but no one's hitting that like button.
Smash the like button.
He's saying smash that like button.
Right, oh, you got 25 over on YouTube as well.
Oh, I didn't think there is a like button on YouTube, is there? Oh, the like thumbs up thing.
Thumbs up.
If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, and if you're watching on Facebook, hit those likes.
I'm going to hit some likes, and I'm going to hit, look at these, some love arts as well, because Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes, it is.
Very soon.
Yeah.
So,
and there's a great little book test for Valentine's Day called The Key.
Yes.
No, was it?
Love Key. No. Key. Yeah, Key book test, isn't it? The Key. We'll find out for you.
Yeah.
But also, Jamie Dawes has got a great routine for, which would be great for Valentine's Day, which is called In the Cards.
Written in the cards. Yeah.
Written in the cards, which is fantastic. So check that out as well. I think it's time to do another couple more questions.
I was going to say there is an interesting question here actually from Dan Ives. Here's an interesting thing. Which do you think is more powerful? Someone thinking of a word and they write it down and you guess it, or someone picking a word from the book? Now, my presentation for a book test sort of answers this in their mind, because my presentation for a book test is about computer passwords. So I say passwords nowadays are a big part of everyone's life. They're the things that we have to keep very, very secure. In a moment, you're going to create a password, but security experts believe that if you create a password, you shouldn't think of one, because if you think of one, somehow that word is related to you, whether it be a mother's maiden name, your first school, your pet, your favourite meal. Somehow, whatever you think of will obviously be related to you. So security experts believe the best way to pick a password is to pick a random book, open any page, and then pick a word. So now I hand them the book, ask them to look at it, and I say, and obviously you're going to create your own password. All passwords are around about 7 letters or more, so try and pick a word.
Nice.
That's everything I need done.
Nice.
And it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, very nice. There you go. Good answer. Good answer. Someone's saying that the counter's not working. If you like this video, that won't go up. You got to like our page, our
Yeah.
Alakazam page. So hopefully that will solve the issue. It is plugged in, so it should be working.
Yeah, it has gone up. It was 328 yesterday.
Oh, there you go. All right, I'm dying to see the next couple of questions.
Okay.
So shall we do it, guys? Get ready. We're going to have a look at the next questions for the chance to win the mug. And I'm talking now because we're told we have to give them a little bit of time to get over there because of the delay.
Oh.
So yes,
They're still going to be on delay though, because whenever we stop, they've still
yeah, I
got
know.
a
I
delay.
don't see what that, but it's a very common question that comes up. So there you go. We're still on a delay.
Even
I
if
hope
we
it
were
helps.
to stop speaking now and stayed silent for 20 seconds, and I
It's
went
so
now,
true.
they've still got a delay.
It's so true, but guys, I've done it for you. So there you go.
Right,
Oh,
you should be ready.
is that long enough?
I think that should be
Perfect.
enough. Okay, here we go with question number 4.
Who was the second president of the Magic Circle? Was it A. David Devant, B. Neville Maskelyne, C. Duke of Somerset, or D. Robert Harbin?
Question number 5.
Which of these is not a member of the Magic Circle? Oh, is it A. Sooty, B. David Copperfield, C. Teller, or D. Peter Nardi?
Okay, and so if you heard that, that was our counter changing in the back.
It is working. Peter Nardi.
Okay,
Question 6. Who has not won Young Magician of the Year? A. Russ Stevens, B. Andrew O'Connor, C. Dynamo, or D. Steve Della? And that was 3 questions, wasn't it?
Yep.
That brings us towards the end of that section, and that was quick fire. So let's have a look at how that has changed the leaderboard. Let's see if Daryl's still at the top there.
Still
Yes,
Daryl.
he is. Oh, he's got quite a lead, guys.
He
Quite
has, yeah.
a lead over everyone.
Trevor Hargreaves second, Mike L third. I mean, it's still all to play for, to be fair, 'cause you get 100 points for a quick, correct answer.
Daryl may hit one, and something may happen. You just may not know it. So
Yeah.
you still got a chance. Even if you're in the 23rd position, Chris, keep playing, my friend.
Yeah.
It's worth taking part. So Daryl's written in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I've been a member for 32 years. That is hard to beat, isn't it? Congratulations, 32 years as a member of the Magic Circle. So yeah, your knowledge is pretty amazing. Now, I need to bring up the app from Mark Waddington as well.
Yes. There's the counter.
There he is. Daryl, put that there on the screen. So, I've been asked, and I want to promote it anyway because it's a great way to navigate around the convention. If you're new to the convention, or if you've been going for ages, this is a great way to do it. So it is the Blackpool Magic app. Now, when you go on the App Store, it will say 2018, but it's only because they didn't have a chance or opportunity to update the artwork. But it will come up like this. The full schedule is up now for Blackpool, so you can work out who you want to go and see and what overlaps with what. So if you go to schedule, just here, and lectures, this will give you all your lectures. As you can see here, you can scroll through and have a look, and I think you can add them into your calendar. Yes, you can. So it will then send you a reminder when that lecture's starting.
That's very good.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got all the shows, Friday gala shows, Saturday gala shows. They're keeping it all up to date. And my favourite thing here, and I wish I had this when I was first going, is the beginner's guide. This is a guide that I believe Mark put together himself and put up on Facebook every year for magicians. But now it's here in the app. The beginner's guide to Blackpool Magic Convention. So
I hope the first thing is visit Alakazam, Mark.
Of course it is.
The beginner's guide to the Blackpool Magic Convention. Visit Alakazam, spend all your money, go home. There you go. You don't have to read it. I've just read it.
That's it.
Oh.
So there you go, guys. If you want to see the non-abbreviated version of the beginner's guide, it pretty much just says that more detail. Then download the app. I want to make sure as many people as possible have this on their phone, because then you'll stay up to date. It also has all the artists and who's attending and lecturing and so on.
And remember, Dave is lecturing
early.
Yeah, what day?
Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I know it's early. You had a night on the drink, but I've got to make it there, and I'm normally in the Ruskin until 3 or 4 as well. Yeah. So if you can make it, I'd love to see you there, guys. I've got a lot of fun stuff to share. And somebody asked about the lecture notes earlier. They're not available away from Blackpool at the moment because I've got a very limited amount, and I kind of put them together with Blackpool in mind. But at a later date, possibly. But yeah.
And Spellman, when is Spellman lecturing?
Spellman is Friday, I believe, at 3. Let me just check, because he was on Sunday. So let me check here. Lectures. We have got Luke Dancy's coming over as well.
Luke Dancy will be incredible. I saw Luke lecture at my first and only session convention I attended, and he was brilliant.
He's amazing, isn't he?
He was brilliant.
I've met Luke once before, and he just seems like the nicest guy.
Yeah, he really is.
Do check Luke out. So Mark Spellman is Friday the 15th at 3 p.m. So that's up in the Spanish Hall. I'm up in the Spanish Hall as well. That's kind of been one of my little bucket list things. I've always wanted to lecture in that room. So
I've never even been up there.
Have you not?
I have literally never been up there, so I'm going to come up and watch your lecture.
Oh, thanks, man. And you'll be up there for Spellman's as well, so you get to go up there twice. Eh? Check it out. I mean, the lineup looks incredible, but get the app, guys, if you've got a mobile phone, which I'm sure you do. Great. Where do you want to go next?
Dan, I've said everyone buy Dave a shot on the Friday night.
Please don't. Please, because, you know, this is telling me you should go back at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and just make sure you're ready for the next day.
Yeah.
But the convention's telling me I should go and at least go out for a little bit. So
yeah.
Hey.
Right. So, have we got the trailer for Opus? Let's watch it.
Incroyable, franchement. Right, so that's the Opus book test. That's on pre-sale now. So if that floats your boat, you can get it straight from us.
Yeah.
But it is, you know, it's great. It does what it says on the tin. My mind just sort of says to me, what can it do that I can't already? That's the thing. And it's one of those things, you know. And I know for some people it will be like, I've got to have it. That answers.
That can fit into my app there. And yeah. But yeah, it's horses for courses, isn't it? You know, each to their own. Each to their own. Right. Oh, one thing I had to add was that things have been moved around for Blackpool to make way for a Q&A for Dynamo. So he's been added to the list. So if you're a fan of Dynamo, as a question and answer, I'm not sure who'll be taking it. I'm hoping Richard Young, because he's a great interviewer. Is he doing anything this year?
I'm not sure. Maybe. So, anyway, on to our Blackpool releases. We're not going to tell you a lot, but we are going to show you the covers.
Beautiful.
We have
cover number 1.
Features by John Anders, and I will tell you, this is a very, very simple piece of mentalism. It is perfect as a little opener. I met John, I think I've met him before, but I sort of really got to chat to him at Leo's Crazy Carousel. Leo introduced us. John is a fantastic street magician out in Holland, and he showed me this trick. I fell in love with it straight away. I fell in love with the simplicity. I fell in love with the fact that it's a 10-second, 15-second piece of mentalism as an opener, and I just thought it was very quirky. And then John, when I purchased the rights, John said he had shown John Carey it a few years before. So as soon as I got back, I spoke to Carey and I said, John, do you remember this trick? And he said, oh yeah, it was brilliant. And John had come up with a routine for table hopping. So inside here, not only do you get John Anders' original routine that he showed me, but you also get the cards for John Carey's table hopping routine. And it's a great one. It's a quick little 15-second intro, which is a great prediction effect.
Yeah, I really like it. I think you'll like it. Come down, come by the stand, have a little look. And as you say, it's quick and it's in, and boom, straight away it's done. And it's like, oh wow, okay, and then you can move on. It's fantastic. So, yeah.
And then we have The Sign by Liam Montier. And this, once again, is sort of a bit of an opener, and it'll work very well if you're going to go into a mentalism routine, or if you're doing tables, or if you're doing walkabout. It just works everywhere, and it's basically a star sign revelation. It's a prediction to show that you knew their star sign before you ever met them. It's using an age-old principle that is one of my favourite principles. But it's never been done with star signs, and as soon as Liam said it to me, I just thought, why haven't I thought of that?
Yeah. The cards are quality as well.
Oh, it looks, everything about it looks great. The good thing is about both of these is they're both really cheap as well. I believe this one, I think, is either 15 or 20. This one's only 15, but we will have a deal at the stand at Blackpool.
Yeah.
And this.
It's so good.
This is great. And as you know, Harry is sort of he's getting more into magic now. This is in his wallet, without a doubt. And this he saw for the first time yesterday because Sean Goodman was down and we were filming Genetics 2. And he instantly took a pack. He fell in love with it straight away. If you know Genetics, this is Sean's brand new version, Genetics 2. It's new images, poker-sized cards, far better quality, and it's just a brilliant effect.
There's a great new handling that goes with this as well, which is baffling. It's so good. Come by the stand, come see us dem it, and it'll be great to share it with you. We'll also be doing some of our favourites and some of the stuff that was released this year as well that you may not have seen in person, and thought, I like that, but I would rather see it, in real life. So, come by, come see us, and we'll be happy to show you.
And if you bump into Dan Ives, I'm sure he will have a charades on him, or charades.
Yeah, if you see Dan Ives, make sure you make him show you it.
Yes, I will have it on the stand as well, so we'll be doing it. Now, what we're thinking of doing is we're thinking of doing a bundle deal on these on the stand. But we also understand not everyone goes to Blackpool.
Yes.
So I will be doing 50 bundles for Alakazam customers, which will be the same price that we're doing them on the stand.
Yeah.
And they will go out on an email
on the day,
either on the Friday or the Saturday, or maybe when we get back. It might be when we get back if I don't have time before we go, but I will have 50 and only 50 available at the bundle price, so you guys don't miss out.
Great. Lovely. Shall we do another question or two?
Yes.
Let's have a look. What we're at? We're at 6. So let's go up to 9.
Okie dokes.
Get ready, Daryl. And everyone else, of course.
Right. Here we go. Question number 7.
Okay. Who is the current president of the Magic Circle? Boom. This should be a quick one for a lot of you. Scott Penrose, Andy Nyman, Jack Delvin, or Marvin Burglass. 3 seconds left to go. All right. 8 is MIMC is limited to how many members? 400, 250, 500, or 300.
And that is member of the Inner Magic Circle.
And that you are one of them. You are one of the limited. Number 9. Who is the only member to win the Close-Up Magician of the Year 3 times? Boom. Michael Vincent, Matthew Lamotte, Nick Einhorn, or Faye Presto. Those 3 I had quite quick.
Yeah.
So hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully that's changed the at least second and third. Shall we take a look?
Shall we?
See where we're at.
Daryl's still...
There he is. Wow. It's still... well, no, he's 22 points away. Oh, no, he's not, because it was 9 questions, not 8. He's done well, either way.
Yeah,
Done well.
Daryl's won it, unfortunately.
Shall we do
Well,
that?
not unfortunately. Why am I saying unfortunately?
Yeah, tell me why.
I don't know why.
No, congratulations, Daryl. Shall we do the last question now, then?
No.
You want
What's
to
the time?
save it?
Yeah, we'll save it. What have we got to talk about? Oh, have we got... What trailers have we got, Chris?
BMC Alphas.
Have we got Joel's...
We'll play out with that. Have you got
Okay.
Heirloom?
Yes.
Okay. For those of you that don't know what Heirloom Emily's Revenge is, take a look at this.
My story takes place in 1912. Charlie and I made a small fortune in a rather underhanded fashion. It may be hard for you to understand, but nothing was left to fate. I could see the future, you see, and for a while, things were good, but then the happiness started to fade. It was time for me to have my revenge. This is Heirloom Deluxe, and my story, it's Emily's Revenge. It is headed to a place you both truly belong. From yours, Emily.
It's so good.
It's such a
Love
great trick. Honestly, guys, and remember, you can either buy it as the complete package with the Whitechapel Edition wallet, or you can buy it just the trick itself, which is in stock now as well. And the trick itself, because when Heirloom was first conceived, the idea was you do it with your everyday wallet. And I'm sure on here I teach my indexing system for an everyday wallet as well.
Right.
And I'm sure Jamie and Colin speak about theirs. But the Heirloom wallet makes everything so much neater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Heirloom wallet can be used for so much more. And it comes with some bonus routines as well. Right,
Beautiful.
so that's that. Did you want to talk about the Joel's Academy as well?
Yeah, so Joel Dickinson.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a blank about the surname then. I met Joel when I lectured for the Blackpool Magic Club a few months ago. As such a nice guy, he showed me a couple of things, and from then he's moved on and he started releasing through Penguin and so on and so forth, and you're seeing his tricks pop up everywhere. And his way of thinking is just completely up my street. It is so clever, it's practical, it's close-up magic, but he's very creative with the way he thinks about his magic. And I know that he's got a ton of stuff that he's excited about that he hasn't really shared with many people that is going to be on his academy. If you're new to the academy, check it out. We've got that free 3-hour academy for you to watch on our site, the John Carey Zero to Hero Tester. Check it out. It's going to be live here next week.
The
last week.
26th.
26th.
Yeah, it's going to be live on the 26th. Tomorrow evening, we have got the fabulous Chris Rawlings, who's going to be giving his Card Magic Academy course. So if you haven't got your ticket for that, you can buy it now. You can watch it live. If you can't make the time all day, it doesn't matter. It'll be saved in your account. You can download it. It's yours to keep forever. But if you want to save big, pick up the monthly pass for February. That will give you access to both Chris Rawlings and Joel Dickinson's for only £34.99. I think that works out to about $37 or $38.
Wow.
It's great value, bearing in mind that most of the academies go on for 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So that's like between 5 and 8 hours worth of magic.
Yeah.
For less than $40, 35 quid.
I'm going to apologise as well to Rob Dodge, who's become the grammar police, and I left an L off of Joel. I said Joe at one point, so apologies, Rob.
You said what?
I said Joe instead of Joel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't either, but I'm really sorry. I apologise to...
I saw a brilliant birthday card the other day.
Yeah.
And it said, grammar police can all go to heel. Right? H-E-L-L. Apostrophe L-L. Which
So
I thought was great.
There we are.
Yeah.
Very current.
Yeah.
So, I'm ready for the last question, but I know you want to... You've got one more trailer? Have you got another trailer?
We can play out with the other trailer.
We'll do it.
But yeah, so remember guys, pick up your... Oh, if you are a member of the Magic Circle, pop over to the Magic Circle Facebook page and look for the post about the monthly pass.
Yes. And also, if you haven't done so already, if you listen to the latest Magicians podcast, you can pick yourself up a good little deal as well.
We should try and interview the Magic podcast.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I love Richard's stuff. So yeah, we'll see if we can get him on here. That would be superb. Because if you're yet to listen to it, I mean, I absolutely love it. I listen to it when I go running. It makes a run go like that. And you're listening to people. I think there's, I don't know how many are on there now, but he's on 4 seasons. Or possibly more, don't quote me on that. And you're listening to the best magicians in the world talking about stuff that, you know, them, how they grew up, how they got started, but also, you know, Rich is a great interviewer, and he asks questions that are a little deeper. He tries to get, you know, a bit more information out of them. So yeah, check that out. It's the Magicians Podcast over on iTunes and many other places where you listen to podcasts.
Cool. Right, so shall we do our last question?
Let's do it.
Okay, and here we go. Question number 10. Fingers on the buzzers.
It is.
It's not. It's changing.
Come on.
There we go.
There we go. Which year did HRH Prince Charles become a member of the Magic Circle? Was it 1965, 1975, 85 or 95? Your Royal Highness. And that is it. That is the quiz for this week. Thank you to Darren Martin for sending it in. We will go over the questions, the answers in a moment, but...
And Darren, if you're watching, you've got yourself £15 worth of loyalty points. Just send us an email at sales@alakazam.co.uk and we will pop them in your Alakazam account for you. But thank you so much for sending it in. Also, guys, if you've got an idea for a quiz and you want to earn yourself £15 worth of loyalty points, all you need to do is send the quiz in. It's a multiple choice quiz, so we need 10 questions, 4 possible answers for each question, and mark which one is the correct answer. And if we use your quiz, you will receive £15 worth of loyalty points.
Lovely.
Yeah?
Shall we have a look at the leaderboard and then the answers?
I think we should.
There he is, down at the top, 9 out of 10.
Well done, Daryl.
Very good. So, as you said, send us an email, sales@alakazam.co.uk, and we will get this lovely mug, which is the only way you can own one of these is by winning this competition. They're very limited. We'll be getting that out to you, so just let us know your details via email. Shall we have a look at the answers?
Yes.
Yeah? So, the first, 6, I don't think I really got... well, I'll find out.
We'll see. Chris is going to get the board up with the answers. But yeah, Daryl, make sure you send an email in sales@alakazam.co.uk with your full name and address, and we will pop the mug in the post to you today.
Lovely.
Right, Chris, when you're ready, mate. There we go. Question number 1. In what year was the Magic Circle founded? It was 1905. And before you ask, I wasn't there for the opening.
You weren't?
No. I was ill that
You were
day.
busy that day.
Question 2. Who was the longest serving president? It was Francis White. Question 3. Who was the first winner of the Magic Circle close-up competition? It was Bob Reed. I think that might have caught a few people out because I thought it was Ali Bongo.
Ah.
Who was the second president of the Magic Circle? It was Neville Maskelyne. Which of these is not a member of the Magic Circle? It is Teller. Who has not won Young Magician of the Year? Our good friend Russ Stevens has. Andrew O'Connor. I'm not sure if those two won it the same year, did they?
Well, you could only win one a year.
No, I think...
Really?
I think
They're
maybe
joint first.
Daryl... Yeah, maybe Daryl could let us know if I'm right.
Bonus question.
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. It was actually Dynamo. Oh, next question. Chris got a bit bored of what I was saying. Right, who's the current president of the Magic Circle? It's Scott Penrose. Member of the Inner Magic Circle is limited to only 300 members worldwide. I am one of the lucky 300.
Well, I got that wrong then. I thought it was 400 for some reason.
No, 300.
Ah.
Who is the only member to win the Close-Up Magician of the Year 3 times? It's Matthew Lamotte.
Yeah, Darryl said they were joint winners.
And it was O'Connor and Stevens the same year.
I believe so, yeah. He's just put joint winners.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to question number 10. Which year did His Royal Highness Prince Charles become a member of the Magic Circle? It was way back in 1975 when I was 7 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Lovely.
Yeah.
All right, so there's our quiz. I mean, what else should you be doing on a Tuesday afternoon?
That's it.
You know?
And well done, Daryl. I mean, that was a high score.
Yeah, high score for some hard questions. So
Yeah.
very well done. This is yours. Well, not this exact one, but a brand new one is yours. And yeah, we can get that out to you today. Just give us your information. Anything left to cover?
I think that's about it. Hopefully we'll see some of you guys tomorrow night at Chris Rawlins Academy. So remember, pick up your monthly pass. That will give you access to Chris Rawlins and Joel Dickinson. And also...
Yeah.
Huh? And also remember, it's yours to keep. Download, stream forever.
Yes. I was just going to say, if you're new to the Tuesday afternoon, we do this every week, so please tell your friends. We're here. These are all about you guys. We answer any questions you may have on the Tuesday, and then the vlogs are on a Friday. There were the other two lads who will be demonstrating tricks and so on and so forth. So we always try to offer different things here at Alakazam. I know somebody did say about the Deck of the Week review. Is that coming back? They're kind of as and when them. You know, we try these things out. If they don't work that well, then we tend not to push them. The Lucy Lowdowns are better, I feel, than them at the moment. So I might throw a deck review into that. But there you go. You've had a hard life, as somebody said.
Yeah.
There. That's nice.
Huh.
Just out of context, you look like you've had a hard life.
Yeah.
So. All right. Brilliant.
Right, let's see if there's anything else that needs to be said. No, that's it, I think.
Yeah, lovely. Well, we're going to play out with Joel Dickinson's Academy lecture promo.
Yes.
So good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We are here Monday to Friday next door at Alakazam HQ. You got any questions? Hit us up on the live chat, which is the bottom right section of our website, or give us a call in store and we will be more than happy to help you guys out. So nothing left to add. We will see you next week on the Alakazam Live. Bye guys.
See you guys.
Hello, I'm Joel Dickinson and I'm here to tell you about my Alakazam Academy course. Within my academy course, I'll be teaching a big mix of routines. And these are routines that I head out with when I'm hired to perform at events. When I perform live, I always aim to leave an impression of astonishment and bewilderment, and within my Alakazam Academy, I'll be sharing these routines for the very first time. I'll be including my chop cup routine, which has an ending that is guaranteed to blow your spectators' minds, and I'm not exaggerating. This is something your spectators will not see coming, and again, I'll be tipping this for the very first time. I will also be teaching some of my card magic, from very quick yet amazing and baffling colour changes to full-on astounding routines. When I head out to show people magic, I love to appear to be able to read people's minds and to be able to appear to influence them under impossible conditions and situations. So that's why I'm going to be sharing some of my favourite mentalism and mind reading creations. I'm really looking forward to presenting my Alakazam Academy course. More importantly, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I'm going to get straight to the point. I honestly now think I know what this is.
No, you can't. You don't know what it is.
This is a form of transport, right? And this is... Am I not saying?
No.
I was going to originally go for a bus, but it's not, it's your car.
Oh my god! No, man, no!
I guess.
Hey, get out